oh my god, nmcli, it's so hard, I cannot use it. I cannot use it. Well, it doesn't have to be like that. I'm going to show you a very quick trick that is going to really aid you with nmcli, and it's going to make nmcli much easier. You can use this trick anytime you need it, or just to get yourself trained and get yourself acquainted with nmcli. So nmcli does not have to be hard. nmcli does not have to be that big of a headache that everybody seems to make it seem. Okay, this is just way too easy to ignore. So first of all, before you do anything about either being an MCLI or any other thing about the network, for this example here, you just need to get one thing, and that thing is your network interface name. Okay, that's the only thing you need to find out. So if you already know how to do this, so just do it. You go ahead and find that name. I'm going to give you a quick tip. If you want to use a more up-to-date tool, you can use the IPA command, so the IP address, for example, or the IP dev, the IP device. How is it called? IP, I forget, I keep forgetting, so just go here. It's IP device or something like that. You can just go here to the examples. Oh my god, the IP command is so hell capable. So let's go to the examples. IP link. Okay, so just go to IP link. For example, I mean, use whatever method you actually enjoy, or you can use an MCLI itself. So an MCLI, enter, and it's going to show you the name of the device. Okay, or you can do an MCLI device, and you can also see the name of your network card. So you need just to find out the name of the network card that you want to actually configure. That's the only thing you need to kind of dive in and do. So we know that it's ENS 160. Then you're going to go to my secret website. I'm going to put this down in the description below. Go to the description below to discover the link to get this going and to use this tool. You need an account, but it's a free account. Just create the account, say yes to everything, and you're off to the races. So the NetworkManager command generator is going to generate an MCLI strings, so you can just copy paste into your terminal. As you know, at MCLI, it's one of the good things or great things in an MCLI is that it's scriptable. Okay, so an MCLI, it's a tool that allows you to automate things much easier than any other tool. So what you're going to do here is just go here and just follow along the instructions. It's that easy. So configuration type, you have multiple configurations that you can do with an MCLI. I'm not going to go over all of these. You can export these on your own time, but I'm going to go to interface creation. Okay, there you go. Now we just need to put our interface name, which is ENS160. And now we're going to give the connection, a name. So let's say static IP. Now let's put DHCP IP. Okay, whatever, can give it whatever you want. The method, of course, it's going to be DHCP, and the protocol to be used, IPv4, IPv6, or both. Let's stick with IPv4 only. I mean, this is a tool that you really need to export in your own time to get it down to the T2U. So let's go to the generate commands, and there we go. You have two commands here. You have the one to create the profile and the one to enable it. So let's copy the one that's going to create a profile. Here, I'm not going to this server through SSH, because I'm going to touch the network configuration, so I could disconnect myself. Everybody has done that. So let's go directly to the physical console. I'm going to paste the command. Of course, it's using sudo. I mean, I was already in the root terminal, so no harm, no foul. Let's verify an MCLI connection show. So there it is, the HTTP IP, and there we go. Now you can just enable it. If you cannot remember how to enable it, you can just go here and just copy paste the commands. So, oops, I'm not saying that you should do this as a norm, or do it as a norm, but at least you can get completely trained and acquainted with all the stuff. So successfully activated. Okay, so successfully activated the thing, and there you go. It's done. So an MCLI connection show. All right. So the HTTP IP, it's enabled. There we go. It's configured, it's up, and it's running. So I got my IP address. It's the, what is it? What the IP address? So it's a 64. It's fine. Almost 67. Let's try something a little bit different. So same old. What? I'm getting pinged on my WhatsApp, but you guys cannot see it. It's not getting captured. Nice. So now let's do the same thing. Let's call it static IP. Okay. So I'm going to go to static. I mean, look at that. This is beautiful. Let's say I want to do 10.0.0.1. Net mask is going to be okay. It's let's put 24. The gateway is going to be 10.0.0.254, the classic, and the DNS is going to be 10.0.0.0.254. This is the first DNS. The other one is going to be 10.0. Okay. Okay. Generate. It was already generated, but anywho. So let's copy this with the sudo, no sudo. It's fine. So come here. Now you paste it. Successfully added. I mean, why wouldn't it be? You can just copy paste and go straight to the terminal. It's activated. IPA. There we go. 10.1.1.1. And this is going to be a permanent configuration, so it will survive the reboots. Let's just verify that just for fun. So etc NetworkManager, system connections, and there it is. So this is our first configuration. There it is, and the other one. There we go. So pretty great, pretty awesome. I mean, what could you do more than this? So let's go back here. So nmcli connection show. There we have it. These are our connections. We can also see the details through the nmcli itself. So there we go. The IDs, the Ethernets, blah 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 blah, and there we go. And you can just I mean, it's all here. It's beautiful. It's lovely, like Mark Verstappen would say. So you can configure. Let's say you can configure. Where is it? You can configure interface configurations, normal, VLANs, reach, bond configurations, the works. Now that you have your connection configured using this method, maybe now you want to choose which one is your default, but which means that at the reboot you want one to be enabled as default at the reboot time. So this is how you do it. You just do the show and get your profiles going, static IP, DHCP. These are the three ones. Okay, I have kind of regular standard profiles. All right, this is how you do it. I'm putting here down as a comment, so it doesn't apply yet. I want to apply it after. So let's do connection autoconnect. So I'm changing this guy here, and I'm going to say yes. So this is going to be my default one. If you want to make sure that there are no confusions and no configurations going over other ones, so this is the one. Okay, I'm going to say no for the HCP, and I'm going to say no for this guy here. Okay, so this is going to make sure that your default configuration in this case is going to be the static IP. So no DHCP things, to be enabled, and no wire connection ones to be enabled. So if I reboot my server, this is going to be the default configuration. So if I reboot my server, let's go back here, connection show. If I reboot my server, this is going to be the configuration is going to be applied at the reboot and not any of the others, or whatever the case may be. So you can go here and go to this. This is not the one I want enabled at default at the reboot, but this one is going to be, this is going to be the one. So nmcli connection show DHCP IP, and let's grab for auto. This should be good enough, and it's auto connect. Yes, so it's going to auto connect in the next reboot and server restart. And let's do the same for this guy here. No, it's not going to be the one. So this is going to make sure that in my example here, the DHCP one is going to be the one is going to be enabled at the next reboot. And in theory, when I restart the network manager service, that's going to be the thing is going to happen. So systemctl restart network manager. So in theory, at least, when you see the show, the DHCP is going to be enabled. So it didn't. So I'm going to do a quick reboot just to make sure that things are happening as we expected, and I'll come back. After the reboot, boom, this is what you get. Yeah, as expected, the default that it sets to autoconnect, it's actually auto-connecting. So this is how you can use that, I don't know, was that the name I would give it, but that nmcli common builder. It's very great. It's an awesome tool. So especially for a beginner, even if you're an advanced person and you want just to make sure that you're doing everything as expected, so avoiding errors, future problems, scripting stuff, whatever. The resources here, it's awesome. I love these resources exist. I will keep you posting in similar resources that you guys, I'm sure, will get good use out of. Like, subscribe, hype, and comment. We are getting so close to 4K subscribers at this point. I think at this point we are 8 subscribers away from 4K. It's a great milestone. You know that human brains love these type of numbers, 1,000, 4,000, 3,000. But most of all, I love all you guys. I love all the subscribers, all the commenters, all the likers, and all the hypers. I love you all to death, and I see you, not literally, and I see you in the next one.